Good evening, fellow punters and loyal followers. Mickey D with you here on Tuesday evening with a few suggestions for tomorrow. First of all, I missed a video going out today. I crashed out on the couch yesterday evening. One of those fatigue relapses that comes with my illness every maybe 6 to 9 months. And got it last night, slept on the couch for 7 or 8 hours, woke in the middle of the night. So that put paid to that, and I was gone this morning early. I had one new science in my sheet for today. I had it tipped up in Medan, and he allowed the stablemate first run, and he didn't bother his hole to try and catch up to him. But he drifted like a bird today from 13 to 8 yesterday evening out to 3 to 1. But he got the business done. The boys in blue had a double up. So good racing there today. We'll have a few bets out of that card definitely in the future. Not a great day at all yesterday. There was only Grain without the favourite. That drifted out to 13 to 8 before it came into 11 to 10. That was the only one. There was a few of them iffy rides, iffy efforts. But that's what you get with lower rated beasts of that calibre. Anyway, on to tomorrow. There's a good card at Cheltenham, much better than the one the next day. And I picked out 3. Keep an eye as well on to see if there's money for Lisnagar Oscar later in the day. It's his first time back in a handicap hurl, former Stayers hurl winner. So that could be interesting tomorrow. Just keep an eye on it. The first race is Cheltenham is 2.5 mile handicap hurl. Captain Morgs interests me for Nicky Henderson. It's 1 off 125 in November in Ascot on good ground. And 8 days later to second to one more for the road in Newbury. But that was good to soft, and he was £6 higher at 131. Now, the winner has 3 solid runs since. The selection was last seen the 27th of December in Kempton on soft ground, and that was against it. And it ran well in Cheltenham, and it was third to Guard Your Dreams in October over 2 miles 4. And the horse was fourth. Art Approval won the next race after that. It's out of Milan, so a sounder surface is better for it. It's 13 to 2. I think a pint each way. I think there's only 9 or 10 in the race. Nicky Henderson is going well in the last 21 days. He has 58 runs, 13 winners and 14 seconds. On to the 205. Simply the Bets is an interesting horse for me. It moved to Paul Nicholls in November from Harry Whittington, and it was sixth, first run of 154. And Cool Cody that day was won that race, and it was 141. It was pulled up and fifth, and on 2 further runs, pulled up second and fifth on 3 further runs, and it didn't run in Cheltenham due to the rain. Now that Cool Cody is up £12, and he's also 11. But I think Simply the Bets with the better ground at 9 to 2 is worth the 1 pint win. The 240, that novice that I tipped up a couple of times, Boom Ban, and he won, and he was second to Call of the Wild. I was impressed by Call of the Wild that day when he beat Boom Ban, and he's rated 130. It didn't run at any of the festivals or the bigger meetings, and this is a 20,000 race. It won a bumper first time out, and then it has won 2 out of 3 hurls. And it was second first time out to one more for the road again, which is a solid, reliable yardstick. It's a 15 to 8 favourite, so I think 1 pint win on that. I'm putting up one for the flat then, because there's people that don't back the jumps that like to back on the flat, and I'll try to keep everyone happy. In Beverly tomorrow, I know it's a guessing game this time of the year, and normally I don't touch them unless I have a run under their belt. But there's a horse there in the 435 at the Fillies Handicap, Queen's Fair. It's a 4-year-old filly out of Dancilly, owned by Cheverly Park. And it's a sister to Queen's Trust, who as a 4-year-old was rated 118. And it's a sister to Royal Seal, who as a 4-year-old was rated 96. So the Damn Queen's Best was a very good horse as well. It was second in a lot of good races to Winter and different things. So it's trained by David O'Mara. But this horse is only rated 67. And I mean, they want to win with this horse for breeding purposes. And it was third, second, and fourth in 3 outings last year as a 3-year-old. They kept it in training. They need to win. It's a 5-2 shot, 2 points win. It's a gamble, but I think it's a gamble worth taking. Omer is in good enough form as well. I was looking at his stats today. And the other horse is tomorrow evening then for evening punters. In the 6:40 at Kempton, JBY for Alan King is a 2 mile, 5 furlong. He's a handicap hurl. He's rated 132 out of Yates, and they like better ground. He was fifth last April in the Tomai Drago in Aintree in the Group 1. And then he had 3 chase runs in the winter and didn't do that well. He had no winner, so they kept him for a novice probably for again. His best run was third or four to Danny Kerwin. It reverted to hurls in its last run and was fourth in a 40,000 race to Press Your Luck as over course and distance. And that was a class 2. This is Camber Waters in a class 3. He's carrying up near the top of the weights, but he's 5-2 or 11-4 around that. And I think it's worth a 1 point win. There's 5. I know it's a lot, but there's a mix. You don't have to back every one of them. Pick and choose what you want. You mightn't back any of them. I always say people are smart enough to do their own thing, knit them together, put them with something else. They are my suggestions. So I'm trying to do the best I can for ye punters to get a few pound for the weekend. I won't have probably entered the next day. I might have won, but that'll be it, but not near as much as tomorrow. Anyway, stay in touch. Bash the bookies. Mickey D over and out. Subscribe to the channel, please. Good luck.